It goes on in the often dark. I'll tell you what's up, but you need to watch. We might talk about our fantasies and tell our tales about who we meet. You thought you knew us, but wait, we tell our secrets. We tell no lies, and we're inclusive, even if we find queers.
Okay, how important is the use of sex toys in the bedroom? I've been spoken about this today, actually. That's mad.
I don't think it's important at all.
No?
I prefer it without. I feel if you need it, well, in my circumstances, you need it. I feel you're not doing something good enough to need extra.
I disagree.
That's fine.
Why? I use sex toys.
Okay.
But I use one in particular.
Okay.
I use a strap-on. But I use that because the girls that I normally go for were either straight or they've been with man or they like penetration.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I like giving it as well. So I like using it. We don't always have to use it, but it's something different to us using our clits, for example. So to be so graphic.
So you'd say it's important for you?
Yeah, for me it's important.
Okay, I disagree, personally.
Okay.
I don't think penetration needs to be done with a toy in order for you to have penetration in a lesbian relationship. That's what fingers are for.
I know we do use fingers as well, but it's about sometimes when a girl has had a real penis, they want to feel that same texture, same girth, the same length. They want to feel that penetration. They want to feel their walls being hit. They want to hit certain spots, you know. So am I being too graphic?
No, not at all.
But I think in details. I think they want to have that same feeling, you know.
Okay.
Like fingers, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, fair enough, but it's not the same as like a penis. Do you know what I'm saying? And my strap's not small, you know. So
that would be to know.
So
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes if you're used to a certain sensation, a certain feeling, some girls crave dick. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you don't feel you can do anything else other than use toys to give that sense of satisfaction?
Like a veg or a fruit.
So do you feel like you're not good enough without the toys then?
No, listen, we have plenty of fun without that specific toy, but it's about not doing the same thing over and over again. Like we vary it. We keep it varied.
So instead of the toy, could you introduce something else into your repertoire?
What do you mean? Of course. We didn't use anything. You know?
Can you elaborate on anything?
We've done everything. I do everything.
Oh,
You do everything.
Yeah, please elaborate.
Anything my partner wants to be, like, we're adventurous.
Okay.
So we will try everything. But what about you guys? Not about me. So
well, it's about all of us, to be fair.
yeah, so I sped my partner. So what about?
I don't think I'm that bothered. Like, I'll do it, but more often than not, I like it skin to skin. I like hands. You know, I don't really. But I like to spice up. I guess is a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's fun to have the variation of things, but I don't know if it's necessarily important. I could live without it. Like, I don't need toys in order to enjoy sex.
Like, whatever you got to enjoy it. So I enjoy it. 2, they're enjoying it. And I don't feel like they're missing out on anything. That I can give them everything. I can give them what a man gives them plus more.
I like to try new things. I like to get new toys. I'm open-minded and I've tried many a toy in my time. I just don't feel like toys necessarily make the sex life.
But for me personally, like, maybe because like you guys is a bit different. Like what I'm saying, like you wouldn't have no use to use a strap-on or to use a vibrator.
There's plenty
Why
of
wouldn't I
men out there that use.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like Darrell, for example. Like Would you have any use to use a strap-on or a dildo?
No,
Or
but there
vibrator?
are gay guys out there that still use strap-ons, and there's gay guys out there that still use vibrators, because you don't necessarily have to use the vibrator just to penetrate. You can just use it to stimulate other areas.
Okay, I don't really know that.
I mean, some guys, their nipples are sensitive. Your prostate is located inside your anus, so they're just even around the front part. Your neck. I don't know. I don't know. There's like, I think there's 12 points on a male body, and then there's like 16 on a female body. I did see a chart once, but yeah.
Is it just the strap-on?
There's other things like handcuffs and other things, but like, is it important for an everyday sex life? It's not important, but it's fun. I'm a fun person. I like doing the same thing over and over again. I like to surprise people.
So the strap-on's an everyday occurrence. The other stuff.
I wouldn't say
occasions.
every day. I'd probably say like 50-50.
Okay.
It's 50-50. So sometimes we use the hand, sometimes it's mouth, sometimes it's clit, it's whatever, but it's about what they want at the time and what I want at the time.
Fair.
So it's not every time they're getting drilled out. It's something that they're used to. So I don't want to take away, I don't feel like they're missing out on anything.
Does anyone else use toys as the extra?
No.
If it's like a feather or something, like, or a hand
feather.
I don't mind.
A feather.
Yeah, because
That's
we spoke about that today as well.
stimulation as
Okay.
well.
You said a solid no, but you knew exactly what she was talking about.
I'm well versed and I'm very knowledgeable about what happens in people's bedrooms. Does it happen in mine? No.
So what does happen in yours? Is it just missionary, in and
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
lights off?
So 5 minutes, finish.
So say you met someone, and you was really interested in them, and then like it got to the room and you found
I'm not
out
saying that I
they
wouldn't
were-
do it.
They were interested in like really like extreme toys. Would you get involved with it, or would you opt out?
Sorry.
As in, so if you like met someone, say example, you met someone, but you never knew that their sexual kinks were like really into toys, like mad crazy toys like electrocution stuff, or maybe or whatnot. Would you opt out? Would you continue like to try? Would you investigate and see if you're kind of into it, or would you dip?
Who's electrocuting here?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
No, well, obviously it's not going to be you because you're going and you're meeting this person and this person's into this, and you do it.
So then
So you're not like to be electrocuted.
Yeah, so I'm saying, would he get
You
involved?
say you'd like to me.
I said they might like to be.
I don't know. I don't know.
What would it depend on?
I mean, I don't think I'll be doing anything with electrocution.
Would be
So
electrocution.
you've got a hard line.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to put my hand in a shark's mouth to know what it will do. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. But if it's their kink, okay, maybe electrocution's too far.
Yeah.
But if you go into a situation not realizing that the person that you're seeing likes the sub-dom dynamic, for instance, are you going to step into that role as either the sub or the dom to see if you can play along? Or are you just out?
Because I haven't been in the scenario, it's hard to...
Yeah, but you can pretend.
It depends who it
Acting like
is.
you're not a big boy out here.
It depends who it is then.
Sorry?
It depends who it is, isn't it? The right person, maybe.
I wouldn't say it's off the table.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm the opposite. It'll be off the table for me.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're not exploring at all?
No.
What?
Any form of toy tying up, all of that madness. I can't. I'm terrified. I watched him. I think my favorite horror movies. I'm scared of being tied up and left for dead. It probably wouldn't happen, but that's my insecurity, and I definitely wouldn't do it to someone else because I wouldn't want them. I would think that they would think that because that's the way I think.
Like subtle toys, like blindfolds.
What, just a blindfold
Yeah.
without tying me up?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Some people do that.
So you can't see what's happening to you. That's the point, to deprive you of one of your senses.
Why not?
Because if somebody blindfolds
Without the tying up and all of that, man, instead, yeah, probably a blindfold.
If somebody blindfolds you, your other senses start to, they heighten. So when you're...
Feeling the touch that you haven't seen coming.
Yeah.
It
It's
heightens
warmer,
the
it's
experience.
wetter, it's all of that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
I think because feathers are on the lower end of the spectrum, I'd be more inclined to bring a feather into the bedroom. Not just any random pigeon feather, it would have to be something clean. But like the idea of just like, yeah, the stimulating, like, you know how when things feel or against the skin and they feel good? Yeah, I'm down for that.
I guess I like being teased a little bit because I'm quite a submissive person, so I like anything like that's there but not there. It's like gonna get me there in a different way.
So, like, say if you're in love with someone and they're into some fetishes or things of toys and you've never been, and because like you love them and explore it with them and you realise, wow, I do like sex toys. Like, there could be sex toys you never even heard of before in your life ever, and they introduce you to it, and that is what makes you orgasm, or that's what makes you squirt, or it's an addition. Don't see it as this is what we're always gonna go for, but it's like it's this like nice little additions here and there.
I hear you that there are additions to your normal sex life, but I just don't think they're necessarily important additions.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that I'm like, important's a big word. You're not important. I don't need you. You're not necessary.
I feel certain things were important.
Fair. We can differ on that.
I think certain things.
But like what you said, I think I would be more open if someone brought them to me, because I'm not like, I wouldn't know which like one to pick or anything like
So they
that.
came to your house with a bag of
selection.
toys.
Listen,
Like, yo, which one do you want to try today? No, I did them up on the floor.
maybe though, maybe I think.
I thought that was a crime
So
scene.
have you never like gone out and bought toys for yourself?
No.
Anyone?
Uh-uh.
No?
Never gone to sex shop.
Wow. Why not?
I do go in sex shops.
Yeah, I do.
But I've never bought nothing.
Well,
Oh, underwear.
Why do you go to sex shops? Oh, okay, yeah, right,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've bought loads of sex toys. I've been to Ann Summers parties, so I've got literally. I've had edible knickers.
Oh.
You know.
What
How
do
did
they
they go
taste?
down?
I don't have a need for anything in the sex shop. And plus, I think I am probably nervous. Like, I wouldn't walk in there because I would wonder who's watching me walk in there as well. And yeah, I think I'm more of a thinking about what other people would think.
Also, the edible knickers was there something that I just had. I bought. I think I won it from like an Ann Summers party. I've never used it, but you know I would use it. You know, if I do find a lucky woman, then we can use it one day. You know.
See, and Summers is like
No,
ladies'
no,
thing,
no,
innit?
I didn't buy it. I mean, like, when you go to like Ann Summers parties, they give you gifts.
So
You're
to
talking
be
about
around sex
candy
toys
knickers.
like that.
But there are sex shops though.
Because
It's
we
not
don't have
just
parties,
Ann Summers.
events to go in them shops. We don't have events like that.
Yes, we do.
What?
What?
Where?
What events?
What?
The event.
I mean, there's events for everyone.
Okay, do you want to elaborate or?
Like, there's a massive LGBT sex like party that happens every 2-3 times a year in the
Okay.
UK. Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Neither was I.
I mean, yeah.
I know about like fetish parties that happen that my friends have been to. I've never been to in my life.
What, like the sex parties?
Yeah.
Has anyone attended those, or would anyone attend?
I would.
I would.
I would.
Okay, there's solid yeses there.
So you were fully just like get touched up by some random stranger.
No, but that's not.
Let me- let me-
There's
let me-
still
let me-
consent at play.
Let me say something. I would definitely 100% go. Whether I get involved, I probably would not, because I'm not into strangers touching me.
I thought you
I'd go
considered
there.
walking in
I would
there.
go. I don't mind watching.
So you're
I'd
more
go,
into like voyeurism.
Yeah.
Is that watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch people do their thing, or I'd go with a partner. and we can watch, or we could do our thing.
So you'd be fine with people watching you as well?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never done it before. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I've got to be in that situation.
Okay. And you said you.
I would, but I would do it with a partner. I
Okay.
think, because I would just be like, I wouldn't want anyone I didn't know touching me, but I like people being around.
You like an audience? People
Not
being
like an
around,
audience,
or-
but like, you know, they're over there doing their thing and
You're
be
doing
a
your
bit-
thing.
Yeah, I kind of like
Okay.
that.
So, the sex parties, they happen at different either mansions or large houses around London. You can't just go, you have to be invited.
Yeah, I'd go to a sex party. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't know if I'd partake. For me, that's a little too much interaction. But I can do a little watching. I might be up for being watched if persuaded. If with a partner, I'm not trying to meet someone and fuck you there. I'm sorry, that's not for me.
Have I been? Yes, I have. But the last time that I went, somebody recognised my hair, and they was like, "Oh, is that Darrell?" And I had to go and quickly get changed and take my mask off and leave, because I didn't want no one to know I was there.
You'll bring your partner into a situation like that
Yeah.
Why not?
Some people do
Ah.
that.
Why not?
with other people like that.
Yeah. So
Trust.
Wow. Wow.
taking it you wouldn't then?
Huh?
No.
Share my partner.
No, but you don't have
No,
to
no
share.
one's touching them.
No one's touching your.
How you
no one's
gonna walk
touching-
in there in a sex party? I'm guessing you're naked, right?
No,
Not
no,
necessarily.
no, no,
Not
no.
necessarily.
You might have your mask on.
You can
Your
just a
kinky-
mask, you know.
Your mask, your kinky clothes on, and there's other people there with their partners.
I
Like,
don't know.
you
In my head, I was
literally
thinking
go
just
to
walk in there,
watch.
someone would just grab
No.
you like,
No.
yo, what you saying?
And generally, the rules on consent are very strong when you have events like that.
And they will have like toys up in there.
Some, but
Some do.
yeah.
Or you like rent it.
You said you rent it. So the conversations in and around consent in those places. So making sure that people come up and ask you if they can get involved, or ask if you want to get involved, or ask what you're here for. They have to have the communication because of the space that they're in. So you can literally just go and watch. It doesn't mean people won't come and talk to you, but they're not gonna attempt anything that you're not there for.
I wouldn't want anyone to be on my partner. I am so greedy, I do not share. So yeah, that's just off the table.
It's a sex party, you don't know these people, you still have to be able to consent and be able to feel secure in what it is you're doing. Like, we're all out here to have fun, so let's not make anybody feel uncomfortable in that.
Has anyone here had anyone introduce sex toys into the bedroom to them?
No, I think I introduced it to them.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had someone turn up with the strap on once.
Oh.
I was like, that was a bit presumptuous, really, wasn't it?
Wow.
Didn't get any though. Don't turn up with your strap on. It's way too presumptuous for my liking.
What about you, Rue?
No, I think, okay, one guy did want to use like a flashlight thing.
Oh, nice.
What's a flashlight? Never heard of it before.
Flash.
Okay,
Right.
so like, it's just like this little
Silicone.
silicone thing that you can put on the end.
Of his penis.
Yeah.
I know what happens.
So it feels
And
like
then-
you're inside and you just, like, it just keeps, yeah.
But
How
I was
did
like,
you
I
receive
didn't.
them?
No, I didn't like that.
Why?
Because I don't like using, you know.
Doing it on a real thing. basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just like a weird thing. I didn't really know what to do with it. So I was like, cool, I don't know.
Okay, so outside of sex toys, has anyone had anything introduced
Yes.
randomly a little far left?
Yes.
Yeah? What?
I had someone that was giving me because I'm very good at massaging.
Okay.
So I thought I'd switch over the and he said, oh yeah, I can massage as well. And I said, okay, cool. He's giving me a massage, and then he literally just went and shoved a bullet in my bottom, and then turned it on.
No lube, nothing.
I
Was this
mean,
a partner?
that was
I
introduced.
need to understand slightly more.
someone that I was hooking up with,
Okay.
Wow.
Alright.
like on a regular basis. But yeah, they did that, and let's just say we haven't spoken since.
Was that because of the way it was introduced?
Yeah, like you didn't even mention it. Like, how dare you? I am a control freak. Like, I was literally just like. Like, and then it was on full as well, and I'm just wriggling around like, nah. It
Do
wasn't.
you think they saw it as a funny thing, or like
I don't know
a
what.
like kinky surprise, or like they're trying to initiate foreplay?
I don't care.
Do
If
you think it
it's,
was a bad man thing?
I don't think it was a bad mind thing, but kinky surprise, kinder surprise. I don't want no surprise. I was expecting a massage. That's what I signed up for. That's what it said on the tin.
But anything's meant to be massaging them.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it massages your
Uh-huh.
prostate. But no.
So it was part of the thing.
Massage. Yeah, that's fun.
But if it was introduced differently?
No.
No? Why?
I have. I like to be in control.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they took that from you. That's why
Yeah, okay. So it was a violation.
Yeah, especially if they didn't tell you either.
Thank
That
you.
would piss- that would
Thank
piss
you.
me off.
I needed an
that
ally
would
on
piss
the
me
couch.
off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You've got allies. I was just trying to understand.
Have you guys got any stories?
Courtney's.
I don't have those stories.
Okay.
I had someone asked me to slap them in the face midway through, which was weird. And okay, so
Did you do it?
I did, but it got weird.
Oh, they were
Oh, what
getting
happened?
it.
They wanted it again, but they wanted it harder.
Harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got weird. I was like, I'm down to a level, and then we got to draw the line because you're taking it too far. But
Box me.
yeah, no, because I'm heavy-handed, so I was careful with the first slap, and then she got the second slap. When she asked for the third, I was like, nah, do you know what? I can't actually do this because I might hurt you. And then she got offended.
Maybe that's what they want.
Yeah, she got offended. Then
What'd you hit them with?
my hand.
Oh, so that's another. Oh, so I thought you meant like actual toys.
No.
That's what we was talking
That
about.
stuck me for day with
I've been asked
Wow.
about someone.
Yeah, because you can get slapping toys like paddles and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sound like I know a lot of.
Did you just go?
You sound like or you do.
Yeah.
So you said you've slapped someone.
I've been asked to slap
You've
someone.
been asked, did you do it?
No,
Why not?
because I don't see it as sexual.
But
If
they
I go
do.
box you, I'll box you because I'm gonna knock you out. I'm not here to like. There's no middle box for me, innit? So I ain't gonna box you unless you got beef. Most people that's asked me to box them is because they know that I do fighting. So I think that's a turn on me being a fighter, and I can potentially hit them in a sexual way and they'll be aroused by it. But I don't see it as a sexual thing. I see any form of physical harm as a serious thing. I'll only use my fighting skills or any form of dominance, hitting or anything in a real fight. I wouldn't do it sexually. I think it would escalate into something that is not supposed to be. My fear.
Okay, so people are going to ask you things that you may not be ready for, whether it's just before or during intercourse. As I said before, I'm quite open-minded, depending on what it is. Everyone's got their lines. I think if it's something that I'm comfortable with exploring, then I'm happy to act on that. But I also have to be very clear of my boundaries and my restrictions in those moments. And if it's something you're not comfortable with, you got to say that.
Okay, so what would you do then? Because you seem to be very cut and dry.
I'm
It's
dry.
just- No, not like that. Cut and dry. It's this and it's this and that's all.
Wow.
So
I just think there's other stuff to do without being harmful with each other or using
okay,
other
so what's
stuff that's not on your
kinky
body.
to you then?
Oh.
That you would do, that you're happy to do.
Or as far as you would go, because the blindfold has got you.
You can strangle me.
Oh, okay. So you could be choked.
Only one person can struggle.
Only
But
a time or
a time?
you never know.
No, it's not more than one.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that's as far as I'll go. Is like
When you say strangle, just hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had it done once by someone who I didn't want it from. I was so shocked when they did that to me, and to be totally honest, they got the box of their life and dashed out my house because I was so unprepared.
Yeah.
Because I still see myself as a man. So if anyone is not as man as me, tries to make me feel
Less
dominated, it just doesn't work for me. But I'm not an aggressive person, so I can't be that person who's gonna do that to you anyway, because I'm more.
No, the only reason why I was asking if it was just hands is because somebody tried to introduce putting a rope around my neck, and I had to try and explain to them why I have such a big issue with it as a black man.
Oh.
Because they weren't.
Can't remember. Me saying I can't remember whether or not they were black or white, that's making me sound like Mr. Justy from Empire. It was a white guy, he wanted to put a rope around my neck, and I had to sit him down and just explain to him and say why, like the connotations of putting a rope around a black man's neck, why I had an issue with it. When I explained it, he said, oh, he didn't realise. Yeah. I don't even like nothing. Yeah, I don't even like jumpers up on there. No. That's why I was just asking. What was it that?
That was a hand.
I've got a question for you guys. So you see, like when it comes to like sex toys and like permission and stuff like that, if it's your partner, you think you can just surprise them with sex toys, or do you think you should like ask permission? Like, can we
What do you
do
mean
this?
surprise them with sex toys?
So like, say for example, one day you felt adventurous, you popped down to Ann Summers and you bought handcuffs or whatever.
We don't handcuff them without
Yeah,
their
so you
consent. Get their consent
Get their
first.
consent first.
Oh yeah,
I
in
think
everything.
But
Get
some
consent
people like to be
first.
surprised you. Some people like to surprise you.
I think it
No,
depends
no,
how long you've known them
handcuffs.
for. If you just randomly pop out like after 6 months of me knowing you and you're like, yeah, let me handcuff you to the bed, like, what's this?
But then even then,
Offer.
what's that film? The woman and
I know you're talking about.
the husband handcuffed her to the bed,
And then he died.
And
then he died on top of her. Are you nuts?
I put my hand in no handcuffs anyway, so it would be there. But it would be me if I did. That's why I wouldn't do it. That'd be in the back of my head.
I hear you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get you now.
So the question was, sorry, consent around sex toys.
Yeah, like, do you think you can just surprise a partner with sex
I think
toys?
if you've had conversations building up and you both
Yeah,
know what to
conversations.
expect,
Yeah.
then it's fine. But you can't just introduce something that's never been discussed and not have any kind of...
It would always be discussed, I think.
As long as there's a discussion, then yeah. I think conversation is the most important
Key.
part of sex. Just the most important part. You don't know what I want. I don't know what you want. No one here is psychic. So let's have a conversation about it. Like, let's get real about it. We're all too shy these days. Playing politically correct. And none of us are. We all have our fantasies and our kinks and our whatever else. So embrace, I don't know why you're making that face like you don't.
Why do you
I'm
think
just I'm listening to you.
Why do you think people are so like shy to talk about sex and fetishes and fantasies? Like, why do you think? Why?
So it might be weird to certain people's eyes. Like, there was a boy in my well, he's still there in my area. He was DL. Well, he was acting like he was straight, and he came out on a porno. He was very homophobic. It was proper homophobic, and yeah, one day his porn just started to just circulate around everywhere.
He was big on the grime scene, rap scene, UK rap scene, and yeah, these videos surfaced of him just being violated. Like, people were shitting on him, pissing on him, fucking him with toys, kicking him around, calling him all like it was like the real extreme. I think he's been moved to. He has been moved, right, Courts? Yeah, he's been moved to somewhere like Budapest or something crazy, because like death threats, people were trying to shoot him.
And I think it's more to the extreme of the fact that he was using toys. Like, it's not the fact that he's just gay and he's just having sex with men. It was the more of what was happening with the toys.
What was happening with the toys?
Yeah, it was getting violated.
Do you think
Is
that is
Well, it
the
was-
fear behind a lot of people not wanting to express what their kinks are?
Yeah.
Because they're into
Yeah.
it? Because the acceptance from other people and how they're going to react within that is the taboo factor, I guess.
Yes.
Do you move the conversations when you're seeing someone into the sex talk, or do you wait for it to get there naturally?
I
Just
initiate
wait.
it.
You initiate it,
Yeah, I initiate
everyone else waiting.
I say naturally. I find it awkward if I started having a conversation about toys coming into my life. I would be so I wouldn't know how to have that conversation.
But what, you find it easier if it's a conversation that just
If it
progress?
just kind of somehow flowed into it
Yeah.
naturally rather than planning.
It doesn't have to be planning though. It's talking about your likes
Like,
and
what are
dislikes.
you into? What are you not into? Yeah.
You might not know what you're into because you ain't touched the toy.
Then what you might like to try.
I think if you've got a good sex life without the toys, then the toys can add a little something, but it doesn't need to be, you know, the main course. It's just seasoning. Just seasoning.
It goes on in the often dark. I'll tell you what's up, but you need to watch. We might talk about our fantasies and tell our tales about who we meet. You thought you knew us, but wait, we tell our secrets, we tell no lies.